yeah, it's been one of those nights, and I figured I might as well just hang out with everyone and whatnot. So if anyone wants a box, feel free. We can do boxes. I don't actually have any mods on right now, but that's fine. I wasn't really trying to have a big thing. I just kind of wanted just to see what would happen if I came on myself. Can you guys hear me okay? I know I'm not really loud tonight. I'm just having an easygoing kind of evening. So it's 12:45 p.m. here because I'm on the East Coast. And I was just, seeing how things are going. It's really hard to tell sometimes what's going on. Hi, baby girl. How are you, honey? So, it's just like things are getting weirder and weirder for me. And, hi, Firebird. How are you doing, honey? Just kind of at loose ends, not really knowing what to do with myself. So I figured I'd come on and just hang out. So, Lime Jello, can you hear me? I'm worried that I'm talking too low and that you can't actually hear me. I'm gonna at you. Very well, okay. Alright, that's probably the problem then. Okay. I don't know whether I should bother staying on. Hey girl, hey. Hey, I just figured I'd come on for a little bit. Is that better? I can switch to another room too. I was just being kind of quiet here. That's fine, Hallie. I just figured I'd give you the invite in case you wanted to. And of course, anyone who wants to come up is welcome to hang out. Hi, Alyssa. How are you? Nothing's going on. I was just bored, and I figured I'd come on and kind of hang out and see what's going on in the world. Hi, Johnny. How are you on? So, how are you doing today? So, can you guys hear me better now? Sorry, Johnny, I don't have any mods on right now, so I can't have anybody up that I don't know. You can hear me okay, Alyssa? Good. Yeah, I'm just at loose ends and just had a lot of things on my brain, so I figured I'd come live and just kind of, I don't know, try to feel some sense of normalcy again. It's just been a rough couple of days with everything going on. And I'm just kind of left in an awkward place. So I'm trying to just move on and get rid of all the demons, leave everything behind, and kind of trying to come out of my shell and restore myself a bit. So, I didn't really want to make a big deal I'm gonna go live. I just figured I'd just come on live and see what happened. See who I could meet. I love finding new friends, And it feels kind of weird not to have a whole, bunch of people and whatnot. But, I mean, it's fine, I'm cool with it. So, it's been one heck of a night. And hi, Michelle. How are you doing, hon? I got 4 people. That's a lot more than I usually get. Okay, hold on 1 second. Patriot. Come on, Patriot. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, Patriot. I'm switching rooms, guys. Give me just 1 second. Come on, Patriot. I didn't realize you couldn't hear me. So I'm gonna just give me a second while I go into my office. Come on, Patriot. Sorry, that way you guys will be able to hear me better. I didn't realize it was gonna. I was in the other room and I didn't realize it was gonna be so quiet in there. Come on, Patriot. There we go. Is that better now? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Sorry, guys. If anyone wants to come into a box, just let me know. And, I'll open them up. So, can you hear me now, guys? It's better? Okay, good. I honestly didn't realize it was so low. You know how sometimes you're talking low and it feels like incredibly loud because the room I was in was just so quiet. And but yeah, I'm fine. I'm kind of an emotional wreck with everything that's been going on. You know, I'm so busted over it. You know, I'm broken about, you know, what has transpired, the fact that I've hurt people, you know, and just honestly just feeling kind of abandoned in the world. So I'm just trying to get some semblance of myself back together again, if that makes sense. Because I don't know what to do anymore. You know, it seems like everything just spiraled completely out of my control. And I thought I'd had a good, like, handle on it. Sorry, I realize it's really hard to read the chat like that. And, I realized that it had gotten completely out of hand with everything and trying to make excuses for people and all that jazz. It's just too much, you know, and it's just wrecking me emotionally and whatnot. It's making me a person who I don't want to be. I'm not generally a person who behaves in that type of manner, and I gotta be honest, I'm just really kind of ashamed of some of the things I've done recently. So, and I'm hurt, you know, by what's happened. You know, I'm hurt that I hurt other people. Like, you know, it's funny because I really wish I had just like a good excuse, you know, that I just jumped off a deep end, or, you know, I've got, you know, some type of other issue, and it's not. I just got caught up in everything. And I thought I could handle it, and I wasn't handling it right, you know, and it spiraled out of control, and I've ended up becoming somebody who I really don't like being. And I'm trying to find myself back again. So it's just kind of an exercise in, I guess, self-reflection. So, but I was bored, so I figured I'd come online and, you know, air out my dirty laundry for everybody. And I don't know what to do anymore. I'm gonna try to get back to doing what I was doing before, or what I guess what I originally set out to do, which is, make stuff while I'm online. I mean, that's how I started out. I was just sewing. I just hooked up the sewing machine and just go with it, And that was great. That was fun. We had like 2 people in the room. We had a blast, And then I just let things get out of hand, and without even realizing that I wasn't being a good person. I wasn't being a good friend, and I was choosing the wrong sides in what I was doing, and it just kind of made me hate myself, and I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be the everyone keeps acting that I'm a person who's not to be trusted, and I've never done anything to be a distrustful person, but I also recognize that the way I do things is a little different than the way other people do things, I'm a little bit more free, I'm a little bit more wild and crazy, and I tend to let a lot more things slide, and that wasn't the best for me, and separating myself from Mitch was, something that needed to be done, for my own self-preservation, and that was just really hard because I had a strong, whatever, it's just a wreck, and it's over with, so kind of put the nail in that coffin, so to speak. So I'm just trying to keep on and progress from now on, and see what happens. I can't change the past. I can only learn from it and try to flourish in the future. And just keeping one step, one foot in front of the other, and just go forth. Try to be a better human being. Because apparently I've been stumbling around in the dark. I've been so caught up by everything that's happened with just, I haven't been in a good headspace, between having so much happened. December's just a really bad month for me, and I don't mean to trauma dump or anything, it's a really rough month for me. It's a really really rough month for a lot of people, and I just wasn't handling it well, and I let things get out of control, and I let my hurt kind of take over and make a lot of decisions for me, because I also don't handle conflict well. I'm not good at resolving it. It's funny because in my real life, I'm great, but for some reason, online just is a whole other ball of wax about, I don't even know what it is, because, like, when I'm in front of someone, like, when you're arguing with someone, they can hit you. Like, there's a lot more chance that you can, hurt in person. And I have absolutely no problem with confrontation in that aspect. But, with online, it's just like, it's probably because I'm not a yeller. Like, I'm not a person who yells. I tend to, when I get upset, I just get quiet. And that's the thing for me. I think a lot of people mistake me being quiet for something else. And it's just that I'm a loner. Like, I'm used to being alone, like all day, all night, kind of like 72 hours at a time kind of thing. Like, I'm used to being alone. It's just, that's just how my life is set up. I mean, my husband's got his friends, and he'll go out, for the, a long weekend and just be gone, and I'm just here by myself. And I'm fine with it most of the time. But it's also like, it can be very, very lonely when you don't really have another soul you're talking to. And that's part of the reason I started going live. It's part of the reason I was trying to, trying to be in with a group of people, because it's a very, very lonely road at times, and I was looking for that type of camaraderie. And unfortunately, what I've learned about myself is I'm just not very good in that type of setting. Like, I want to be, but I just, I'm just not good, apparently. I tried, because I wanted it, but I just, just didn't end up doing well in it. I don't thrive in that, type of thing. So I'm just gonna keep on moving forward and, see what happens. You never know what life's gonna bring you. So you just kind of gotta keep putting one foot in front of the other. And that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm just trying to find peace. And, I don't know, I found a little trace of myself again, I guess. Maybe a shred of self-respect, if possible. Like, I don't want to be so closed off. And I have a really bad habit of doing that. And it's not a good thing. It just leads to a more lonely path. So, but I just keep putting one foot in front of the other. So, and try to figure out what's going on. So, that's all you can do sometimes. Is just keep on going. Hi, Stinky. Hi, Trash. So, how's everyone doing this evening? I'm just hanging out. I got bored and figured I'd just come online, see what everyone was doing. If anyone wants to hang out, they're more than welcome to do so. So, I'm just kind of chilling. So, it's just, I don't know, I'm just a little bit of a loss for what to do at this point in time. It seems like things have just gotten so crazy in the world, and you're just like, you don't know where your place is in the world anymore. I think that's where I'm at. Like, I used to do all these crazy things, and I had a blast, and I was the life of a party. Like, I did all those things. And now it's just like I've become a shell of myself, and like I've lost myself in the shuffle and bustle of things. And I don't want to be like that. I want to be living out loud. Hey, Kentucky Mama. And I want to live out loud and be, fun and rambunctious and all that things. But how's everybody doing tonight? I know, it's been kind of weird earlier, and the lives earlier were kind of weird, with what was going on there. So, but I didn't really make a big deal, like, sharing it out or anything. I was just coming on to chit-chat. Just because I've been bored and kind of at loose ends and not really knowing what to do with myself. It's funny because I was actually looking on here earlier, and there's like a ton of, like, games and stuff you can actually play. like with your audience. And I thought, well, that's going to be a lot of fun. Because I could totally see, like, you know, having like a game night kind of thing. Because I dig that kind of shit. So, but yeah, I don't know. Is boredom such a bad thing? It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm just totally at loose ends. I don't know what to do with myself. So, I'm just here. If anyone wants to talk or chat or vent or yell at me or whatever, like, you know, it's all good. Hi, Moonflower. How are you, hon? So, but yeah, I'm just here. How about just playing music and jamming out? I can make cat dance. I go through some of the lives sometimes and people are so much fun. You know, and I'm like, I want to do that. I want to be the person who wears the funny hat. Like, I want to be doing the, hi Shannon, how are you, hon? I want to, you know, I want to jump and do I see the battles and they'll do like these dares and stuff. And it just looks like so much fun. You know? I want to get one of those unicorn costumes. You know, the kind that like blows up. And Shannon, you're welcome to a box if you want to chit chat. You know, you're more than welcome. You know, I'm here to take my lickings. So I know I've been kind of a craptacular person lately. And it's weird because I'm not. In my normal life, I'm not. I am a kind, good person. But there's something about the craziness of the online world that just kind of, I think it brings out the worst in people, and it's not, like I said, it's not how I want to live. I want to, I'm just trying to find my happy, you know, and I certainly don't want to find it at anyone else's expense. So, my dog's sitting over there, he's just chilling on. So, oh shit, I should have told Susan what was going on. I didn't even think to tell her that. I'm going to try to, I don't know if I can, I guess I can just share it with her. I didn't even think to share with anyone because I didn't even know, like really what I was going to do. I'm just here trying to figure it all out. Oh, that's weird. It won't let me share with, I've got the wrong username. Sorry, if you guys know how to share, I'm trying to figure out. And again, if anyone wants a box, you're more than welcome to it. It's just, okay, I'm sorry. The cat makes me laugh with the way it looks sometimes. It gives me a good giggle. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep my head above water, if you will, you know. I don't know, I just, so much has gone on, and it's like, just trying to sort out all the nonsense and all the bullshit from everything, you know. And I just want to keep, like, I want to keep moving forward because I don't like living in the past. I have a really bad habit of living totally in the past, and it is not serving me well. So, sorry, I had to get my tea out. I made a sweet tea earlier today, which is one of my favorite things. So what's everyone got going on tonight? I got 4 whole people in here. Talk to me. Tell me your secrets. Tell me something funny. Where are all the funny people at? It's funny because I've done a couple of battles, and those have been kind of interesting. I mean, I haven't done well, obviously. But just actually doing them was a real kick. Because I like meeting new people. It's fun. Yeah. It's entertaining. I enjoy meeting, enjoy meeting and hanging out with new people. You know, I've always kind of been very, very social when it comes to things like that. Like, I have fun. I like being that fun person who's kind of crazy, kind of off, a little giddy sometimes. So, but I'm just basically chilling out here for the evening, and like I said, I just didn't know what I wanted to do, and I'm kind of struggling to find my way, if that makes sense. You know, because things seem kind of crazy. It's funny because I can see 4 people in here, and it's like really hard to tell who's actually in here. Because hi Ashley. How you doing? I just figured I'd hang out. If anyone wants a box, come up. You know, feel free. Or chit chat. You're good. Glad to hear it, hon. I just figured I'd come on and shoot the shit. I'm bored. Like, I've watched all the TV there is. Hey, Michelle, I see you now. For some reason, it doesn't show me. Hey, Andrea. If anyone wants to come up, feel free. Because I'm bored by myself. And I'm not used to just, like, talking on my own. Like, I do much better when I'm, like, going back and forth with someone. You know what I mean? So, anyone's welcome to come up, grab a box, hang out. I just kind of wanted to not feel by my... I've spent, like, the past, like, I don't know, 42 hours by myself. Like, I'm just a little tired of my own company at this point in time. Like, I need to hear other people. And being in the lives is just not the same thing, because I've been so quiet lately that I'm just not really even talking in the lives. And it's more like, you know, I kind of need to just create my own community instead of trying to fit into someone else's. Because fitting into other people's community is not working for me. I apparently am not good in that type of... Like I said, I'm not good. It's just, I need to find the people who want to be with me. Like, people who think that I'm fucking funny. Who, you know... I don't know, people enjoy the same type of shit I do, the same sense of humor maybe, because God knows my sense of humor is off kilter. And, I mean, I'm cool with it, because I think I'm funny. But apparently it does not always go over very well. And that is something that I'm struggling with, because I've never been in an instance before where I wasn't liked as a person on an individual level. Like, don't get me wrong, I've dealt with freaking hate. Like, I worked in an industry in which I got death threats on a daily basis. Like, I'm okay. But not, you know, when people think that I've done something wrong, or that I've somehow, you know, tried to cause harm against someone, it breaks my heart. And I'm just... The events over the past, like, 2 weeks, you know, I mean, obviously, I've been going through my own personal struggles with everything, and I'm just a little... People are so soft, yeah, and that is so true. And it's like, and what is this thing that if you enjoy being in one person's room, you're not allowed to hang out with anybody else? Like, because I don't get it, because I find a wide variety of people interesting for one reason or another. Sometimes it's that they're talking about sometimes it's that they're talking about something or somebody that I'm interested in. Sometimes it's that they're doing some of awareness live, and that's cool. Sometimes people are just shooting this shit, and they're just trying to be fucking funny. And I tend to fall into that last category a lot more. And I'm realizing that I really just need to kind of rebuild my own community based upon what I want, rather than trying to fit into someone else's. Like, I was trying to fit into other people's communities, getting me absolutely nowhere at all, except hurt. You know, because I like hanging out with a bunch of different people. Like, you know, and I don't see the problem with it. I don't really subscribe to this whole thing that if you are, quote unquote, sitting with one person, that you can't be in other places. Like, I don't like that mentality or that philosophy, you know. And I also don't like, you know, people acting like because I'm being in other people's rooms, that somehow that makes me not a good person, you know, because that can be said for a lot of people who talk shit, you know, and sometimes it's just a matter of, I don't know, it's like people find reasons to become angry. People find reasons to try to find, I'm trying to say this correctly. I find that people will often attempt to find the negative thing about you and exploit that. You gave up on trying to please people on here. I go into everyone's live now. Like, if you don't like me, block me. Exactly, and that's what I'm doing, because I am just so fucking livid over what has transpired and what people are saying about me. Like, and I'm just fucking done with it. I don't want to live my life like that. I don't want to have, you know, this weird attitude of, well, you're here, so therefore you must, you know, adhere to this. It's too much like saying, well, if you like blue, you can only be in blue rooms. You know? I think if as long as you're like not talking shit about people. Also, sometimes I just go places to freaking listen. Because I'll listen about stuff that I don't care about. Like, sometimes I'm bored, I'll go sit in Adriel Sigler's room just for some brain rot. Like, you know, I watch battles. You know, I love J-Hop. I watch J-Hop a lot. Hey, Joyce, how you doing, hon? Feel free to grab a box if you want one. I'm just goofing off because I was bored and it's 1:30 in the morning and I don't know what to do with myself. I have done all the puzzles. I have done all the things. I don't need to bake any more cookies. Like, we're good. My house is clean. I am bored. And I know we could find something to go get into, and I just don't really want to. My projects are all completed right now, and I don't really have anything to do until we start. I don't really do much for, with my candles and stuff. I don't really do much for, like, Easter and Valentine's Day. So I actually will start on Christmas sooner than you think. I'll start on Christmas the end of February and get all of my Christmas merchandise made out, because that all has to ship by July. So, I mean, I already have all my orders on the books and mapped out, and I've got the whole, like, you know, the whole vision board and all that stuff. It's like, work is fine. My orders on the books and mapped out, and I've got the whole, like, you know, the whole vision board and all that stuff. It's like, work is fine. Got the whole, like, you know, the whole vision board and all that stuff. It's like, work is fine. Board and all that stuff. It's like, work is fine. Board and all that stuff. Board and all that stuff. It's like, work is fine. Sorry, I got a text message. You were in Sassy's live last night, just watching. Yeah, I was in her live the other day, and then I got booted out of it. Live last night, just watching. Yeah, I was in her live the other day, and then I got booted out of it. Yeah, I got booted out of it. Get out of it. Get out of it. Guys, I gotta care. 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 A text message comes through, it completely like blocks up my entire field and makes it difficult to deal with. And I'm trying to figure out how to do things. And I'm trying to figure out how to do things. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, one more moment. 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 me, I'm sorry, one more moment. Oh, good grief. Hi, Billy Joe. How are you doing? Oh, good grief. Hi, Billy Joe. How are you doing? Oh, good grief. Hi, Billy Joe. How are you doing, hon? Feel free to grab a box if you want. It's just been kind of rough goings here, and I was just coming online to try to try to do something. I don't know. It's like no matter what I do, I'm doing something wrong again. Yeah. And you see the snow. Yeah, I think it's probably going to snow here in PA. Um, it's just, things are such a wreck, and I don't know how to fix them anymore. I'm trying, and it seems like everything I do is wrong. Like, I'm not supposed to be happy, I'm not supposed to do this, I'm not supposed to do that, I'm just exhausted by the whole, I'm not supposed to be happy, I'm not supposed to do this, I'm not supposed to do that, I'm just exhausted by the whole, I'm not supposed to be happy, I'm not supposed to do this, I'm not supposed to do that, I'm just exhausted by the whole, I'm not supposed to be happy, I'm not so sorry. Hey Jojo, how you guys doing tonight? Sorry, I just keep getting, it's like the moment I go live, I get text messages. And, you know how it is, you always have to, they just make my phone ping back and forth. So, I just figured I'd come live and hang out and see who was bored. It's been a weird week for me. With everything going on, you know. And I just needed to kind of feel normal again. You know. See if anyone wanted to chit chat and whatnot. So, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm trying to figure out how I want to actually, you know, redo my platform and whatnot. As far as, I think I'm going to start actually making, doing what I intended to do originally, which is actually making my soap and candles during my lives. I don't know, I want to do something, I don't want to use the word worthwhile, but certainly something that's, I want to do something fun. Like, hold on a second, worthwhile, but certainly something that's, I want to do something fun. Like, hold on a second, oh, sorry, Billy, I didn't see the thingy. Give me once. Shoot. Hold on a second, oh, sorry, Billy, I didn't see the thingy. Give Ones. Shoot. Request again, please. There we go. Hey there.
I came in to speak with you because I heard you on a live the other day on someone's live broadcast, and you were talking about us and all the girls. So I would appreciate it if you just stop.
I haven't been on live with anybody.
You've been on somebody's broadcast. But what I was going to say, because you were saying you want to know how you got yourself into this and whatnot, just keep your nose out of other people's business and people won't bother with you.
I promise you, I haven't been in anybody's business. I haven't been on a live.
A bunch of us heard you the other day on a live broadcast.
I haven't been on a live. I was with Savage like several days ago, but that was. I mean, I could look back and tell you what it is, but I haven't been live.
Well, we heard you talking to we saw you talking to somebody, and we heard you trashing us.
I've never trashed anybody.
I hope not.
It's not my style. It's not how I behave. I'm not a person who trash talks, Billy Joe. I can assure you of that. That is not, completely contrary to my behavior. I haven't said anything negative about anybody, including the fact that I keep getting accused of saying things, and I didn't do them.
I read what you said about me. I read that. I have the receipt on that, on what you said about me. I read that. So you can't say that you haven't said nothing about me, and you have.
I only asked the question because I was told I wasn't allowed to go into Megan's room, and I asked the question. I said, "Well, why is it that everybody else gets to go in there?" Because I also saw like Fizz and such in there, and I had only asked, what the issue was about me going in there when others went in there. That's all I ever asked. It wasn't anything negative about you. It was me asking why I wasn't allowed to go into Megan's because I love Megan.
You can do what you want.
I was told by somebody that I had to block. I don't want to get into this on here because it's not business I want aired. But there was a bunch of other stuff that happened. But I can assure you, I don't behave in that manner. I haven't trash talked anybody. It's not how I operate, and I haven't been live since the other day. I'm trying to remember when Savage and I were on, but she's the only other person who I've been on with. And that I could go back because I don't remember whether that was before or after. Actually, when I was with Savage, that was all the way back 2 weeks ago, because that was when that was the night that I unblocked Sassy, and then she gifted me, and then I ended up reblocking her the next day. So that's going back 2 weeks. But I don't walk around saying negative things. I'm not a shit talker. I'm not a shit stirrer. That's why I'm so quiet. That's why I haven't said boo.
Just don't get yourself involved in all the crap, honestly.
That's part of what I'm doing is I was just trying to stay out of it and just kind of doing my own thing.
Do your crafts and your candles and the stuff that people want to see, and it'll change your platform completely. There's a few videos that you should really take down if you want to start selling stuff, because that's not what you should be selling on here.
Which videos are?
The one with your shirt is cut a little bit, and
oh, those are my private accounts.
Well, I hate to tell you, they're on the FYP.
Oh, okay.
Hold on 1 minute.
Hi, Corey. I'm glad you're here.
It's on the FYP because we've all seen it.
Okay, I'm just
saying, if you want to portray yourself as like a person, portray yourself as the person you want people to see you as. You want to sell your stuff, and hey, I'd be happy to look at it, and see what you sell and stuff, and I'm unloading. That's why I keep looking out my mirror. I'm at the plant.
Oh, I gotcha. I understand.
But just the way you portray yourself, like everybody's seeing those videos. Just an FYI, you can do what you want, but people are gonna see you in a whole that you want people to see you in the professional way. You know, you make your stuff and whatever. You don't. You're married, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You don't want people to see you in the trashy way. And I'm not saying you are trashy, but those videos are kind of.
It's kind of self-expression. I was just having fun.
I know.
I'm trying to
I
come.
understand
I'm
that,
trying to
but
be out of my shell and actually kind of. I'm trying to get back to who I used to be because that actually is who I am. I am a party girl. I am the girl who I used to hold hotel parties. Like,
you know people take those picture videos and they they do stuff with them. You don't. I can take that video and I'm not going to, but like for example, send it to a bunch of people. Oh, look at this girl, and then look what people are doing to you. You know, I don't know how old you are. How old are you, Kelly?
I'm 45.
Oh, you're just a little bit younger than me.
Yeah.
But I just, you know, you want to sell your stuff, whatnot. Cool, you know, just do that. And people, if you go into lives that like people are trash talking us and stuff, you know, that bothers us too because you know you're in there with them and
Well, I
you
guess a big part of it is I already got kicked out of the nest, so I was just trying to hang out and fill my time. I spend all of my time by myself. I'm just you know I get bored. That's why I'm online now. I'm by myself. My husband's going to be gone for 72 hours. He just that's how it is. That's what my life is like. I spend 99% of my time absolutely isolated and by myself. So I
right,
just try to do things to fill my time. The videos are just me having fun, a little self-expression because I'm trying to get back to the person I used to be. Because I've spent 8 years wanting to hurt myself. I've been in a deep dark depression, and I'm finally like getting out of it and feeling more free and feeling alive. Like I don't know
right,
if you can tell it in how I talk. When I'm talking with someone, I'm great. I am fun. I am bouncy. When I spend too much time on my own, I'm not. And that's I'm just trying to. But I promise you, I have never said anything negative. I'm
right,
not that type of person, and certainly, if I did, I apologize for it, but it was not intentional. But I don't go, I try like I'm just that's if you look at what you've seen of me, you can tell I'm not that person. I'm not a person who walks around and trash talks people. I end up popping up at a different place just because I go from one room to the other because again I'm kind of bored. But
right,
I know everyone's mad because I was hanging out at Shannon's that night. I was only there. The only thing I ever said was, I wasn't window looking because I'd already entered the room because I had been window looking and I accidentally clicked on it when I dropped my phone. And I wasn't going to like lie about the fact that I was in there. So when they said something about me window looking, I'm like, I wasn't window looking. I'm just quiet. And then she said something at one point and I laughed because it was really funny. I don't remember what it was. It had nothing to do with anybody. It was just like a funny like thing that she'd done. But I
right,
was just in there because I was bored out of my skull and needed some type of way of entertaining myself before I went shopping again. Because
right.
my credit cards have been taking a toll lately because that's what I do when I'm stressed. I shop. And so boxes just keep arriving at my house and it has not been good for me.
Nobody's trying to run her. I'm just giving her advice. That's it.
Uh, but I promise,
Because
Billy,
I know what some of them people can do to people, and I don't want to see her get hurt. And Sassy, she's a horrible fucking individual. She's a horrible, horrible human being. I don't care what anybody says, Sassy is horrible.
right, and I wasn't agreeing with her, and you're right. I probably shouldn't have been in a room. I was bored. She was the only one on, and I just was in there, just hanging out. I mean, she blocked me right afterwards.
Right.
So she,
Okay.
but that was after she decided to, comment about the fact that I sent her a message. I'll show you the message. The only thing I said to Sassy was that I don't know if I should keep talking or not. No, I'm sorry. I know you're on my side, Corey. I appreciate it. But the message I sent to
Oh,
Sassy was just me
okay.
me apologizing for blocking her after she gifted me.
Okay. Huh? Like, yeah, I will. All right, I gotta go hook up my hydraulic so I can unload this load and then go home. I'm not saying anything bad to you. I just want you to know what I see myself, and and what others see. And she, yeah, I have nothing good to say about Sassy. I'm not going to sit on here and trash her or nothing. She's one person that I'll never trust again.
Right.
I'm friends with other people, and I. But Sassy, I'll never forgive her for what she's done to all of us, ever, 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 ever. I don't care what anybody says. I have her blocked everywhere.
I got
But
you. I
anyways,
guess part
I
of it,
gotta get
I
out,
wasn't.
hook up my hydraulics. I will be back.
Okay. If I
Okay.
don't see you, drive safely, please.
Yeah, I'm only a mile from my shop. I'm like, hold on a minute. Let me show you this. My shop. Whoops. If there's on the other side of this trailer here, on the other road is where my shop is. I'm only doing this so that I don't have to do it tomorrow.
I got you.
But it's cold out. All right.
I'm
I'll
so
talk to you.
sorry. All right, stay warm.
Yes, I will. Bye.
Yeah, Corey. Yeah, I know, and I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to be chill with it. Um, I need help figuring out my block list at some point, Corey. If you can sit down and help me make sure that things um are the way they're supposed to be. Um, and just ends up being more and more messy. And I hate that is the way. Hi, Jana. How you doing, hon? So I'm not here to trash talk anyone. It's really not my style. It's not who I want to be. It's not what I want to do. I appreciate it. And if you see, if you think my videos are too bad, because I know you're friends with my other account, if you think they're bad, let me know, because I was just having fun with them. Jana, I'm okay. I'm just kind of chilling tonight. I'm bored out of my skull, and I don't know what to do with myself, and I don't want to do any more shopping. I know it sounds horrible, doesn't it? Oh, I just, when I get bored, I don't, I start shopping, and it just becomes a whole circle. Then I've got a whole bunch of shit I don't need. Because I'll buy the same thing over and over again. Like, I am the proud owner of like 15 blenders. You know? I am horrible when it comes to these things. So, but yeah, I just wanted to come on and hang out, and it's kind of like just yelling into the void, and feeling some semblance of normalcy. I just, things have been such a wreck lately, and I feel like I'm just taking fire from one end to the other. Just be you, people try to run you. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening, Corey. I'm not I'm not standing up enough for myself. It's funny because in my real life, I am a hardcore bitch. Like, I am known for being a pain in the ass. Like, I'm the person who yells, like, I scream, I always get my way. Like, I'm that person. Like, I don't want to call myself a Karen or anything, because I know who to yell at. Like, when something's not right, I know who the right person to get to is. Um, I don't yell at the waitress because my steak is not cooked properly. Like, I go back in the kitchen and I yell at the damn cook. You know, that's my style of doing things. But for some reason, whenever I get online, it's like I just forget that I'm my own person, and I just kind of, I don't know. It probably has to do with like wanting to be accepted and all that stuff. And honestly, I'm probably just getting used all over the place. Like, it's the downside of being a nice person, is that you tend to want to see the good in everybody, and I unfortunately end up seeing the good in everybody, and I unfortunately just a second. I gotta deal with this for 1 second. You just gonna keep things moving for me. I'll be right back. I gotta deal with this for 1 second. You just gonna keep things moving for me. Sorry about that. Thank you, Corey. Yeah, I keep having a message, the text messages and whatnot, and my Instagram and all. Yeah, I keep having a message and my Instagram and all that good stuff. I really, what I want to develop? I want to develop an app where it puts all your messaging stuff in one place, because I find that I end up having to go here to look for this, and then in one place, because I find that I end up having to go. I have 430,000 unread emails. I have 430,000 unread emails. I looked at it this morning, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. We're almost at like 500,000 freaking unread. I looked at it this morning, and I'm like, you've got like 500,000 freaking unread emails. But you end up with the information all over the place. It's like I have people who will message me on like 500,000 freaking unread emails all over the place. It's like I have people who TikTok, but they also hit on my Instagram, and then or they're sending me a private message from somewhere else. And you've got so many on TikTok, but they also hit on my Instagram, and then or they're sending me and you've got so many. I know I'm not supposed to say the words. I've got a Facebook group with 20. I'm not supposed to say that, the Book of Faces. No, I'm not supposed to say the words. I've got a Facebook group with 20. I've got 28,000 members in there. Like, it's busy, and I get messages from them day in, day out, because it's a buy sell group for fabric, and also we like do questions and stuff. So there's always something going wrong there. I got fire after fire after fire, and it's like and stuff. So there's a fire after fire after fire, and it's like, Jiminy Cricket. Somebody stole my lighter. Yeah, well, I've got, because of all my businesses, so I get emails to every single business, and sometimes I'm registered with more than one of them, like Uline, for instance, where I get like boxes and stuff. I get emails to 5 of my businesses from Uline. I'll get the same email. Of course, they love to send you like several of them. So it's like feeling through things constantly. It's hard to even keep the data straight. Ugh. Sorry, I am just an emotional like roller coaster tonight. I am a ball of just, I don't know what to do with myself anymore. I feel so torn between everything, and I feel like I'm screwing up right and left. I can't seem to make anybody happy. It's like if I'm doing something wrong on this side, I'm doing something wrong on that side, and it's just ripping me up to shreds. And I just, and that's why I came live, because I just thought I just need to like, I need to feel normal again. I need to talk. I can't really express what being by yourself all the time is like. But I mean, we're talking about pretty much for months on end. Like, I have very little interaction with anybody. It's just, my husband will be here every once in a while, but he's got his own thing going on, and he's out. That's why I can be on live for 12 hours a day. Like, because there's no one to tell me that I can't. I thought about doing those ones where you go live for like, 24, 48 hours or something. I thought that could be kind of wild. I've seen that done a few times. Just for shits and giggles. Just, I don't know. I just want to do something. I'm stuck in this. Like, I've got so much energy pent up, and it's just like I feel like running a marathon, except there's snow outside and I don't run. Like, but I feel like I could just like go. Oh, it's probably too much caffeine. I'm just bouncing off the walls, and I don't know. It's like, it's almost like you want to feel something again. Like, I've been numb, and I just want to, like, I want to feel something again. So, and it's hard to explain. And it's just, I don't know. And it's hard to explain. And it's just, I don't know. Just rough goings at times. It's rough goings at times. I feel kind of crazy. Hey, Fizz, how you doing, hon? And I just want to do something. I'm so like, I don't know. I want to do something. I'm so like, I don't know. It's not like I don't want to go on a vacation or something. You're saying you live alone. It's like loneliness and depression. Exactly, and that's what it's like. Because I might be married, but I am really living by myself. Like, it's very much. I might as well be single. Like, that's what it's like for me. Um, it is very. Yeah, I don't want to. It's rough. It's just an emotional nightmare most of the time, and I struggle with it, and that's why I like to get out there and put myself out there. And if my videos are too much, I'd love someone to tell me, because I didn't realize I was just having fun, like, because that's how I actually am. I I know I get dinged for it all the time. I'm a flirt. That's just my personality. I flirt with everybody. I flirt with boys. I flirt with girls. Like, nobody's off limits in my book. Like, I like being flittery and kind of quirky. It's fun. It's how I express myself, and I guess that kind of comes off in a different way. And you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Wrong in that aspect of things. Because I guess I've never really been worried about. I feel you. You have to, yeah, and I just want to be like out there, like I just that's why I have fun with videos. Like, I'll just pick a different song, kind of depending on my mood, and just go with it. And I like being a little bit more on the provocative side of things. It's fun for me. Kind of like, yeah, the whole like crazy, sexy, cool kind of thing. Like, cause that's me. I'm on my own. I can be very, very like bubbly and outgoing. Just something about being online just makes me go into my shell and forget like what my years ago. When I had my shop right before I actually opened my store up. You're married to, but sometimes you're just trying new things. Exactly. Sometimes you just want to like find out, and it's not like you're trying to, because it's like you just want to be as part of something else, and there's nothing wrong with it, as long as you're honest about who you are to people who you're with, like, and nobody also knows your situation is. A lot of people have, like open marriages and stuff like that. Like, I'm free to do whatever the hell I want to do. I spend all my time by myself. He doesn't care what I do. Um, and that's why I do the videos, because I'm just exploring I'm finding myself again. Like, I'm trying to get back to the fun-loving crazy girl that I used to be because I miss her. I have spent so much time trying to mold myself into these other shells. I will tell you more about in the DM. Okay, I appreciate it. I've spent so much time like trying to mold myself into like this a person who I'm not, because when I had my vaping company, I was so much fun, Corey. You have no idea. I was off the walls kind of fun. Like, I did all the things. I was crazy. And I was so happy. And after that, after I closed my company, I I fell into a really, really deep depression because my father had passed. And I moved into the house that he died in. And I kind of just spent, hold on a second, I got a guess thingy. I don't know that person. And I kind of fell into a really, really like deep, dark depression. And I lost myself. Shane, what do you mean? Is this real, honey? What do you mean? I'm real. Right, Corey, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just going with it because honestly, it doesn't really harm anybody, and it's not like I got my, they're just videos. They're just me having fun and dancing. How old are you, Shane? They're just for fun. They're not. It's not anything serious. It's just, I like to dance. I love to dance. I'm a bouncy kind of personality. Oh, you haven't seen my videos? Okay, well, on my other account, on my, you're a stud, Shane. Okay. I see. Um, why don't you sit and chat and talk to me a little bit? You like dancing? I don't like letting people up that I don't know first. So just feel free to chit chat. I'll answer questions if you want to talk. Like, that's fine. I don't mind that at all. I like talking. And, we can talk. What do you want to talk about, Shane? The fires, I'll be perfectly honest, I don't know really anything about them. I have stayed out of the loop. Not out of the loop. I'm aware that they're going on, but I'm not in a good headspace to try to talk about something like that. You're from Orange County. You're from Orange County. It's only 44 miles. Oh gosh. Oh, hon, I am so sorry. Are you okay? Like, are you guys? You're in Orange County. It's only 44 miles away. That's horrible. I'm really sorry that's happening to you. I've dealt with a house fire previously, not like anything like what you guys are going through there. And as a result, it just kind of, you're homeless. So yeah, you're okay. I gotcha. Yeah, that happens too. I trust me. I've been homeless as well. It, I wish I could say it gets better. Sometimes it gets better. You just have to keep pushing forward with it. And keep moving ahead. That's the biggest piece of advice I can give you, is to always look ahead at what you're going to do next. Instead of ever thinking that you're like stuck in a situation. You're in counseling as well. Well, that makes sense. That's probably a good thing. I know counseling does a lot of people a lot of good. And you started your antidepressant medicine. Well, that's probably helpful as well. So my DMs are always open if you need to chat. I'm very much a person who believes in helping. I believe that helping heals. So I just don't I don't like letting people up too early because I keep getting like kids come up or people who I can't understand. I'm not trying to be like mean with people, but I have problems understanding different dialects. I have a kind of my ear worked one thing. I used to be a therapist too, so you know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, and therapy works for a lot of people. For me, it's that I've already trauma dumped a whole bunch of times. Like, I'm kind of just, it's not so much I don't really need to work through things because it's done and over with, you know. But I know a lot of people do. A lot of bad things happen from 2000. Yeah, yeah. The world's a really horrible place to live in nowadays, Shane. I will tell you that. I 100% agree there. You lost your grandmother? I'm so sorry. And you lost your best friend. That's rough. It sounds like you're really going through it. That's really rough, Shane. I'm sorry to hear about that. That's very, very rough. And I certainly get that. Oh shit, you know I just realized, Corey, I don't know who Trump is. Shane, I'll let you up for just a moment. Let's see what happens, okay? Corey, you got it in case. I'm gonna let Shane come up and see what he says. Yeah, I get it. It really.
Hello.
Hi, Shane.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Hey, I've had some uh really bad things been happening, and they're still happening, and I don't know why. Uh, but I did deliverance and stuff. Um, but yeah, lot of bad things are happening. Sometimes I just feel like a piece of trash just waiting to get thrown out.
That can happen. I get
Yeah.
that. You know, the world's a crazy place, but you know what, too? You never know when it's gonna turn around. You never know when you're
Well,
gonna, like,
sometimes you don't really care if you don't really care if it turns around when you have no one. You know what I mean? Because it's like the you gotta have family, and if you don't have family, you're just purposely just drifting on in life. And
yeah, I get that. Trust
yeah,
me, I actually very much feel that because I don't really deal with any of my family. Um, I
why
kind
not?
of just, um, we just grew apart. The things that were important to them no longer became important to me, and there were things that were said, and I'm just kind of over it. So, I know that's a horrible thing to be like, but sometimes your family can be extremely toxic to you, and I realized that's what it was for me. That they were just toxic, and I needed to not be a part of it. And so I chose to not deal with them when they're being toxic. So, I'll communicate every now and again with them, and I see, I do see some of my family. I see like my nieces and stuff. But I don't deal with the rest of them for the majority of the time, just because I don't want that type of attitude. So,
Yeah, no, I don't.
but that's one of those.
Well, sometimes you should. I mean, maybe if you like got together and talked about it and told them like this is why you're avoiding them, and
Mhm.
see if you guys could work on it. Maybe you guys could get back together again.
I'm sure in time it'll happen, but
But
right
that
now
but you got to watch out for that in time it'll happen thing because people die and people die unexpectedly and randomly.
they do. They do, but you also, when someone doesn't want to see you, you can't force them to do so, and that's what my situation's like.
I've been there too. I know that's really hard.
You know,
But you just got when that is you just got to shine so bright that they see you and they want to come back into your life.
mm, I can agree with
But
that.
that's hard. That's hard. That's super hard to do too when you have no type of support.
Yeah, well, like I said, I spent the majority of my time by myself, so I very much feel the no support kind of thing. Um, because it can be a very, very lonely existence. That's why I started trying to go live, and I feel, every once in a while we come up and we make new friends and we see what happens. And I'm very guarded because I've had a bad history of people coming in my boxes so far. People will say the wrong things or be inappropriate, and I'm very guarded when that happens. So, we keep getting like kids who will come up and don't need any of that.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I'm not coming here on no drama. Actually, this is the same reason I downloaded this is just to because I love isolating and I feel super comfortable when I'm isolating. So I downloaded this just to break out of that bubble a little bit, try to get to talking to people again.
That's what I'm doing because so for the past 8 years, I kind of just really kept to myself. I went through like a really, really bad patch. And I kind of decided that when I moved here, that I was gonna get back to being myself again. It's a struggle. It's a daily struggle to try to pull myself into the person I want to be. And it's funny because when I'm happy, like my voice, like start talking faster, my voice gets all happy and whatnot. And that's the person I want to be. That, and it's hard because when you spend so much time being in another way, it makes it even more difficult. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean because I'm the same way, it's same exact way. And you know what? I got comfortable to it. It's just, but I don't want to be comfortable in it. That's the thing. I want to be back to my old happy way, outgoing, talking, and just not. I just want to know that I don't want to know that the world is such a bad place. You know, I want to know that it's okay again, and just I don't. But I don't know how to do that.
Honestly, sometimes it's just a matter of putting yourself back out there and acknowledging the fact that you're going to meet a bunch of people who are really crappy to you, but there are good people out there that you will find. It's just a matter of sorting through the riffraff, and
Yeah,
it's a hard thing to do. Trust me, because I am essentially starting over in my entire life. Like
good for
I
you.
don't have any like real friends anymore. I have online friends and I have a bunch of acquaintances. But if I needed someone to bail me out of jail right now, I don't know who I would call.
Exactly, and
And that's a scary thing to not have anyone you can say, "Hey, come pick me up from the hospital," kind of thing. Like, that's the gut wrenching part. This I'm okay being a loner most of the time. Like my work is um very solitary. You
what do you do
know,
for work?
I own a candle and soap company.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
so I manufacture all different types for like boutiques and stuff. Like that's my thing.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
And I
super
love what I
cool.
do. But it's a solitary thing. I don't need employees right now, because I can handle the workload I've got. And, you know, I love what I do. I love the creative aspect. I like making stuff. I like to sew. Like I got a my house is just like a fun house for me to play in. Like every room has a different activity for me to do. Just
Yeah.
depends on what I want to do that day. And I'm fine with that most of the time. But it's when it's 1 o'clock in the morning that I'm just like bored out of my skull, and I don't want to. I keep really weird hours, so me being up at 2 o'clock in the morning is not unusual at all. And I'm on the East Coast, so this is really normal for me. Because I tend to sleep during the day because I don't like to sleep at night because I got trauma.
Yep. 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 I can't. Can't sleep at night either because my mind is just races.
Right, like I need to get tired out to sleep. I need to be like to the point of exhaustion where I am just dead to the world, and then I will just pass out on my bed. And then I'll sleep for like, 12 hours. Like I'll have a good long rest. But then I'm back up cuz it's not unusual for me to be up for, 42 hours. Like I'll do that all the time.
I was yeah. The most I've been up for was like 3 days, and uh, I was on the street at the time, and um, I started hallucinating really bad, really bad. I don't know if I was hallucinating or some of the stuff I saw was actually true, but yeah, I've seen some crazy stuff out there being just out there with no one. You see
Mhm.
some crazy stuff and
Uh,
some really
uh,
scary stuff type too. And
oh,
it's just weird. California isn't a good place.
huh?
California isn't a good place.
I grew up in Baltimore. I sympathize.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've seen some things, been some places I shouldn't have been. Yeah, it can that's part of my trauma. Like I got caught up when I was younger in a bunch of shit I shouldn't have been getting caught up in, and I kind of paid the price for it. And unfortunately, it's just kind of like you know you got to move on. If I,
Yep.
because honestly, if I spent all my time dealing with how crappy my fucking life has been, I'd probably just get out, never get out of bed. Like, you know, but then I look at it, it's like, people have it so much more rough than I am, and I'm lucky, in what I do have, and I'm grateful for what I have, but it also doesn't mean that I'm not, sad and unhappy and that I don't get depressed. Even when I put on my nice bubbly warm out, hyped up self, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of it's just a mask because tend to subscribe to the theory that if I act happier, that I'll make myself happier. You
But
know,
it doesn't work that way, or it doesn't work that way for me. I mean, I try that same thing too, and just I try to act happy all the time too, and just put a smile on, and even through like the stuff like the that's supposed to make me feel sad, I just smile it off and laugh it off now. And I don't know if that's normal. It might be trauma, but I've had a lot of trauma too as a kid and stuff, and some stuff happened, and uh, yeah,
oops,
it's just been really hard. It's just been really hard, and it's just getting harder.
I'm sorry. I genuinely am sorry that you're going through a rough patch, and I do feel for you. You
Thank
know,
you.
it just like I said, you just got to keep putting one step in front of the other because you never know when the next opportunity or when the next person you're going to meet will come around and change your life. I mean, I've had my
Exactly.
my life
But the
change.
thing, I'm getting attacked. I get attacked spiritually, and then they control other people too.
I guess I don't know what you mean by that.
Uh, it's like like evil spirits, and they can hop in and out of people.
Yeah, I don't know anything about things like that. I'm sorry. I'm not familiar.
Uh,
Um, I
uh,
don't tend to deal with things like that. Because I'm trying to stay very, very positive, and that's where I'm trying to keep my happy. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
when
Keep
things like that
happy.
happen, you need to remind yourself that there are still good things to be coming. Because you don't want to be living in the dark.
No.
You have to, I know it's a struggle, but you have to live in the light, you know, and kind of see what the day brings.
Yeah, but I know, but I don't even like
I
get
feel like,
excited
hold on.
about the day anymore.
Oh, it's cold out here.
Oh, where are you?
Let me get off this bucket.
What type of, what state did you end up in? If I can ask, are you, what area of the country are you in?
Okay, what were you saying?
I was just asking what area of the country you were in, whether you guys were expecting it to
Illinois.
snow. Illinois, okay. I wasn't sure. I knew you traveled around a lot, and
I'll show you.
are they gonna get snow there? What type of
My
what?
feet is cold. Look.
Aw.
Oh, it's so cold out here.
Oh, I feel you. We are
This
running.
is this is where we load trailers,
Okay,
and this is where we unload trailers.
gotcha. Very
And
cool.
this is a Hershey plant,
Okay,
but it's also Barricalibo. It's two plants together.
gotcha.
I'm trying to keep my feet warm because my toes are getting cold.
I bet. So my mom's entire all her brothers and stuff used to drive truck, so I ended up getting very familiar with um a lot of the fun parts of it. At least my uncles used to pick us up and take us back and forth between Maryland and Ohio all the time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
So,
hold on, it's gonna mess.
sorry, you're fading out.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I got a message. My friend messaged me.
Oh, I got you.
Hello,
Hi, Kat.
Pedro. It's cold, Pedro. It's cold. That's where we load trailers, Pedro. And that's where we unload trailers, Pedro. I didn't want to do it in the I didn't want to get up in the morning to come over to do this. So if I do it tonight, I have tomorrow off.
Oh, well, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Get some relaxation in there. Rejuvenation. I'm real big on the rejuvenation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just hanging out. I had some randoms come in, and the poor guy, he seemed to be having a rough time. So I was just chatting up with him a little bit. It's hard for people, you know. Um, and I guess I like being that type of place where people feel comfortable, to come in and,
Right.
talk about themselves.
My whole well, um, my uncles were truck drivers, and I grew up on a farm with my grandfather, and I used to, he used to like tie these boards to my feet so I could reach the pedals. I would sit between his lap, but I would drive, I'd drive around the field. 5 years
That,
old.
that's how I learned to drive a tractor.
Yeah.
I,
It was fun. I love doing it.
it's funny because I think that the generation, particularly Generation X, we just
Yeah.
did so many crazy things that when you think
Yeah, we used
about
to
them
eat
now, it's
dirt.
like,
Now you're afraid to eat the dirt.
right? I'm like, well, and I mean, I remember just driving around in the back of pickup trucks, like,
Yes.
we with
Yes.
nothing, like,
We thought that was fun going to town in the back of the pickup truck on a dirt road with all the sand and dirt going
oh
everywhere.
my God, and the driver, of course, always trying to see if they can bump somebody out. You're going
Yep.
45 and you get tossed out of the back of a truck. Like, this is gonna, and
Yep.
then you just like, you gotta walk it off. Like, you can't do anything about it. You're not going to the hospital. Like, you gotta walk it off.
My parents, we went, it was me, my sister, and my two brothers, and my mom and my dad, and they had a pickup truck, and they made like a camper bed in the back, and we
Right?
rode to Wisconsin in that to go on a family thing. We thought that was the coolest thing. Now you're gonna go to the Hooskow for that.
I see you, trash. I see you.
Love your face, Pedro.
I know. Sorry, my brain just fell out for a moment.
Okay, we're talking about stuff we did when we were younger.
Oh, well, and it's funny because the memories are great. Like, I had a blast when I was a kid, but we did so much crazy shit. So I grew up in Maryland, so we were right next to DC, and that's where I spent a lot of my time.
Yes.
And back then, you could just do all the weird stuff, and I mean, we would hop on the light rail. I mean, when we were like, I don't know, 10, and go down to DC by ourselves. And I would go to Baltimore, when we were young. And we didn't think anything of it. And nowadays, it's like I'm scared half the time to look out my front door because of all the craziness going on out in the world. I'm fearful for my nieces because I see what they're going through. Um, it's just, I don't know. I think Gen X was the best generation. We had
Yep.
so
Back
much
then we
fun.
weren't afraid to do stuff. Now, we're afraid to do stuff because we're afraid to get in trouble for it.
Yes. And I hate that. I hate the whole like
Love your
oh,
face, Pedro. Like my hat?
oh, it's a Peterbilt hat.
It is, and it has my name on it.
I love that, and it's hot pink. It suits you. It really.
I have one that doesn't have my name on, it just has this. And
Uh huh.
then I got a ball cap, and it has Peterbilt on it too.
I don't think Pedro blocked you, trash. I don't know why Pedro would block you. We can ask. I didn't see her. Is Pedro Billy Joe? Is Pedro in the room? Because
She was. I thought she was.
Pedro changed her name. I thought to recycle me. If I'm
Oh, I
correct.
thought this was Pedro.
No, but you know who this is.
Who is it?
It, I don't want
I'm
to.
not blocking you. I'm still friends with you.
I don't want to say unless you want to say. Do you want me to say? I don't want
You
to
know
out.
who I think it is?
Yeah, probably.
Begins with an M.
Yep. I just don't. Okay. I didn't want to out
Yes.
him if he
Okay.
didn't want to be outed
Yeah,
himself.
I didn't block you, Mitch.
Yeah. I just didn't want to out him if he didn't want to out himself because that's his business. Because I
I
don't
don't
know.
block people until they give me a reason to block them.
Yeah. So we're working through everything. We're trying. So. But yeah, I know I saw Pedro earlier, but I think Pedro changed her name to
No, I
Recycling.
thought that was Pedro. I know they changed names, so
All right.
sorry, Mitch.
You're fine,
I don't
man.
want to. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to be involved in it. I have enough issues of my own. You know, like
I feel you.
standing out here in the freezing cold with cold feet.
No sense in borrowing trouble. You're very true.
Look at how rosy my cheeks are getting. I
It,
have to keep
they,
switching hands because my fingers keep getting cold.
well, though your cheeks almost match your hat.
I know.
That's why I like to wear red because it always makes my cheeks stand out. But then, of
Right.
course, like the hair dye. None of my red clothes match anymore because the hair doesn't match the clothes. So I'm trying green.
The pink in my hair is starting to come out.
Yeah, but it still looks good.
Yeah, it's dirty right now because you know.
It's the downside of dyeing it. It's at the moment the day after you dyed it, like it just starts growing back out again.
Yeah,
I'm already seeing the roots on mine. And it's like, okay, well, what color are we doing next?
I'll let mine grow out for a while and almost completely fade out, and then I'll get it done again. But I'll
Yeah.
get a different pink. I didn't like this pink didn't last as long as the last purple and pink they put in.
Mm,
You saw my videos with my pink and purple hair, right?
yes.
I love that.
Yeah, you look great in that.
I did that because my niece, she got married 2 summers ago, and she made me wear a fucking dress. So I said, all right, I'll wear a dress. I said I'm gonna get my hair done before I do, and she's like, okay.
Hi, Jojo.
That's what I. Hey Jojo, that's what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, everybody looked at me like, did you really do your hair? Yeah, I did.
I got conned into wearing a dress to my brother's wedding. And I didn't wear a dress to my own, so I don't know why I had to wear one to his, but
I
I
didn't wear a
did.
dress of my own either.
Yeah. I wore blue jeans and a t-shirt to mine. Sneakers.
I wore a Harley shirt, my pants, and my boots.
Right? Well, because
This is me. If somebody wants to marry Billy Joe, this is what they're going to get.
right? Yeah, I just couldn't imagine spending all that money on a freaking wedding when I didn't have a bunch of people. You're going, Cash? All right. Have a good night. Yeah, I just didn't feel like spending all that
We'll
money
see you later. Have a good night, Mitch.
when
So I'm going to get off here because my fingers are getting really cold. I'm going to put my phone away and put my hands on something warm.
all right, go find him.
I'll be back on. I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, have fun, Billy Joe.
Bye.
Bye. You're more than welcome to stay. I'm just goofing off. You're welcome to be here. Come get to the Georgia and get this cold weather. Yeah, I know. I'm pulling it hard, okay? We're supposed to get snow tonight. Hi, Fizz. How are you doing? Corey, are you still with me? And hi, Joe. How you doing tonight, Fizz? I'm just goofing off. I got bored. And figured I'd just come on and hang. chit chat, see who was on, all that jazz. You're more welcome to a box. I'm just kind of. I was talking to. I think you just missed Billy Joe. She was just here, and I was talking to someone else earlier who seemed to be having some trials and tribulations. So, but I don't know. I figured I'd be on chit chatting. So, okay, I see you, Corey. You're just live for a bit organizing stuff. Oh, okay. I didn't even realize you were live. I've been live, I guess, for about an hour now. It was something to do. I was bored. I was at really loose ends, like not knowing what to do with myself. The house is clean. The cookies are baked. I don't have any work to do. It's either this or shop some more. So, hi, Westside. How you doing, hon? Trash, I see ya. Were you organizing your, hold on a second. Westside, you're welcome to stay and hang out, but I don't know you yet, honey. So I don't feel comfortable bringing out people I don't know. But you're more than welcome to chit chat with me. I'm just goofing off. And, so what were you organizing, Fizz? That your jewelry? Oh, thank you for liking the live, Westside. I really appreciate that, hon. So, you're more than welcome to, chit chat in the chat. Like, if you got something you want to talk about, I'll talk. Yeah, that's cool. I keep accidentally bringing up the wrong person. You had to relabel your drawers? Did you get a label maker for Christmas? Because I kind of feel like you said you got a label maker. Hi, Melissa. Label maker is life-changing. Truly life-changing. I got one that's what the heck is that? I think it's actually sitting right here. Because I'm in my office right now. I got what is it called? It's called a P-Touch. Yeah, label maker is best thing ever. That, and I know you got the shipping printer. Life-changing thing. Because I hate making shipping labels. Melissa, you're more welcome to grab a box if you want to set up and chill. I'm just hanging out and goofing off. I was exceptionally bored, and I just needed to talk. I just needed to feel, not feel, that's a bad word. I just needed to chit chat. I've been at loose ends for the past couple days. I'm home by myself. It's just, it seemed like the thing to do. So, I'm goofing off. I was actually exploring because you can do, I'm okay, you woke up a few minutes ago, little man is sick. Oh no. That sucks. I'm so sorry. You've been going through it. Every time you get one of them better, it seems like another one of them gets sick again, hon. I know that's rough. I'm really sorry that you're having to deal with that. Is it at least, I hate to say, is it like a cold or something? Like something that's not gonna, fully incapacitate? I guess that's a bad word. I'm not good with kid sickness. I don't have them, so I don't really know how it goes. I can only imagine as a mom, it's got to be really rough though, to deal with your kids being sick. Perks of having a kids recirculates, right? I remember living in a household with a lot of people and dealing with the fact that the moment someone gets over the stomach flu, the next person got it. I remember at one point, my mom and I had the same bug at the same time. We lived in the same house. We didn't even realize the other one was sick because I was so self-involved with the fact that I was so ill. I didn't even realize that she was sick too. I think that kind of says that it kind of meant that I needed to learn to pay attention a lot more. I was very kind of self-absorbed in my younger days before I got all my trials and tribulations and responsibilities. So obviously it's different now because I don't have as many people around me and many semblance. I think I miss having the house full. I miss all the noise. When because for a while it was everybody was living together. My parents and I, me and my husband, my sister and her husband, my brother, the kids, we were all like, under one roof, and it was noisy and it was crazy and it was ridiculous, but it was so much fun. There was always something to do and yada yada yada, and I miss that aspect. Like, as far as the work thing goes, I'm fine being on my own all day. It's when I get bored. That's why I liked being on live the other day, and I was on for like 11 hours because I worked the entire time. That's how I got my website up and running. Um, because I just needed to have a distraction while I was doing it, because I kind of discovered that there's really two types of things. You can either be a creator of content or a consumer of content. And I want to be more of a creator of content than a consumer of it. So that means I want to spend more time going live and doing my own thing versus, sitting in necessarily in other lives. Um, just ones that aren't, adding any value to my day. There's a lot of times where I'm just goofing off and I'll go into a live and it's just, I watch like battles sometimes when I'm bored. Like, I'll hit up J Hop and hang out in there for a couple hours. Because he's entertaining and he's good to look at. And I like good to look at and entertaining. Nothing wrong with it, you know. Um, there's only so many movies you can watch. I get bored. And I like having a lot of different stimulants going on at once, so I'm usually doing a zillion different things. So, but it's just that funny. Hey, Corey, are you still with me? Sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to myself, and that's kind of, it feels weird to do that because I'm not very good at, like, self promotion and talking about myself. Like, I love to talk about my work. Like, I can talk about soap and candles till I'm blue in the face. Like that's cool. But it's when I end up not knowing what to say, where I don't know how to change a topic or generally move on from something. Um, I love to answer questions. If anyone's got any questions about how to make soap and candles, shoot away. That's, I think, ultimately where I want my platform to be, is that I want to, go on live and make soap and show people how to do it and all that jazz. Like, that's who I want to be. I want to be creating the content, not necessarily consuming it. I see you trash. Hello. Um, because that's where my happy place is. That's what I enjoy doing. Um, and I love to show people how to make things, and a lot of people don't. There's a lot of people who know how to do a bunch of cool shit, and they keep it to themselves. And I don't want to be that person. I want to show you how to make lotion, and I want to sell you lotion. I want to teach you how to make it, and how to, start your own business and all that stuff. I love watching people start businesses. It thrills me, because I always have the philosophy that you can change your life on a dime. You just have to decide who you want to be, you know. I think that comes because I've had, a lot of success in my business dealings. But that's because I put in a shit ton of work. I am a workaholic. Once I start going for something, I don't stop. I'm consumed by it. And it's not necessarily a positive thing, because I've been like that. I've been very, consumed by the work. And I, my old business, I was so consumed by it. I shut it down. I shut down a very successful business because I was just burnt out by it. It came a point where I hesitate to use the word too successful, but that's what it was. I was just running myself ragged, and I didn't have the type of support that I needed otherwise to continue. And I got burnt out, and the pressure of everything that happened and whatnot, and it's a whole complicated thing because there's some legal battles that happened in there. just because it was a rough industry to have been in. But I thrived. Like, I was myself. I was so, like, I used to be so happy. I was always laughing and I was always, giggly and smiley and very outgoing. And I've curled up into a shell, and that's what I'm struggling with now. As I'm struggling to find myself again and to become that bubbly person that I was before. When my dad died, it took a big part of me away. I lost a lot of myself because I very much have blamed myself because I didn't do more for him. And I know that's an illogical thing to do. I gave everything I could to trying to save his life and still couldn't manage it. So I think that's why I needed a break because I was so burnt out from everything. And I promised myself when I moved into this house that I was going to change my attitude on life, that I was going to become more outgoing, more friendly, more bubbly, more just, more of who I used to be. And I think that's where a lot of the kind of immaturity comes in, because I like it. Hey Corey, I like being that crazy, sexy, cool kind of girl. I like the loud music and all the jamming out. Corey, honey, you're welcome to a box if you want to hang out. I'm just goofing off still. I enjoy that aspect of life. Who do I even still have in here? Because I feel like I'm screaming to the void. Okay, Fizz is still here. Okay, good. I'm talking to Fizz then and Corey. uh, yeah, it's just I, I get this like almost consuming like boredom, like, and I don't know what to do, and it makes me want to do things like hit the bottle and all that. And I've been trying really hard, because I struggle with the wanting to drink a lot. Hey Trash. And I'm trying to not do that. And being live is kind of a good distraction, because if I'm on live, then I'm not drinking and ruining my life, because that's what happens when I drink, is I just get completely out of control, and I don't like being that person. That's not the type of person that I want to be anymore. I like the person I am without alcohol in my life. I'm happier without it. But I spent 25 years being an alcoholic. Like, it was a long time. It was a big chunk of my life, and it's hard sometimes to deal with that, and the fact that part oh, what's what I'm looking for? Like, that crutch. That crutch is gone for me now. And I'm just kind of like on my own. Hey, Kaz. How you doing? I'm just hanging out, goofing off. And, but that crutch is gone for me now. Let me grab the box. Hey,
Similarly, I'm Melissa Entertainment,
yeah.
and I have to tell you all to fuck off. Love Melissa. Bye.
Okay. I don't know what that meant. Kaz, I didn't actually entirely hear what all that. Fuck off. You said fuck off, love Melissa. Is that a serious thing or a joking thing? Because now I'm worried that I did something wrong again. Oh, goodness. You're laughing, so I'm hoping Melissa thinks I'm her entertainment. Oh, okay. All right. I got you. Okay, cool. God, for a moment I thought you were telling me to fuck off. And I was like, oh my God, what did I do wrong now? Jiminy Christmas. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the giggle and for scaring the ever loving Jesus out of me. Oh, God. Oh, I know you wouldn't. That's why I was so like, what? You know how you only kind of like half hear something, and that was me. That was like, thank you for the laugh. I really appreciate it. I needed it. You have no idea how badly I needed to laugh. What's wrong, Trash? I see you. It was funny. It was funny. I needed to laugh. Oh, sometimes I just need a good giggle. Yeah. Oh, okay. You're gonna have. I'm not gonna try to read between the lines because something else. Okay. That's fine. Um. Anyway, but Corey, are you still in the room, too? You haven't offended anyone. No one's offended. No one's offended at all. No one is offended by you here. This is your place to be. This is my room. I make the rules. I get to say what goes. So I'd like you to stay here. You're not offending anybody at all. You are more than welcome to be here. That's how this goes. Okay? Just so I am completely clear. Hey, Melissa. Now, you are here, and this is just how it is. I haven't looked at Telegram because I'm on the phone, so I haven't looked at it. I have no idea what's happening. I'm heading back to physics. Okay, I have fun, Kez. I will check Telegram. I'm not sure what I'm. Oh, you were her Telegram. Okay, all right. Oh, good grief! See, you guys are trying to get me all discombobulated, and my brain's broken. Okay, Kez was your Telegram. Okay, that's fine. Oh my God, I thought you meant like Telegram, and I was like, no, I haven't looked at it because I'm on my phone. Trash, please just stay. Just be comfortable. Please. Just give it a shot. We're just trying to work through it. If something's not right, fix it. What was I talking about? Oh, Melissa, it's not like that. It's not a tantrum. Please, I don't like you guys fighting. It really hurts me. I know that a lot of stuff has been said and done, and it's honestly, it's not my place to fix it, you know? Everybody's an adult. Sometimes, oh my God, see, what'll happen is you both will leave and then I'll just be left alone. And that just hurts me. Like, you know, I wish everyone would just stay. I don't know how to fix this otherwise, but it doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't, you know. All it does is bring me down. And then I don't know what to do, and I just sit here standing like a blithering idiot, not knowing what to say. It is what it is. You know, I just need everyone to chill while we figure things out. So, I don't even know what to do anymore. I just... you know, it's like I was doing all right, and then it just feels like I'm being, I don't know. Everything's fine. It's just a matter of working through it. And it's rough. And sometimes you just have to keep on going and working through it. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to give everyone their space. Let everyone do their thing. I'm just trying to do my own thing. Honestly, I'm just fucking trying to goof off. Like, I just wanted to laugh. I wanted to sit and chill. I like chit-chatting. You know, I'm drinking my tea. I'm just relaxing. And if anyone has any questions about, you know, whatever, feel free, because I feel like I'm yelling out to the void at this point. I'm getting ready to turn on the music. Like, it is 2:30 in the morning. I do not know what to do with myself. You know, because if I don't pay attention, I'll end up in the cookies again. Like, and that's not the person I want to be. Oh, God. And it's just, I don't know. I just want to, I just want to laugh. I like talking to random people sometimes. It's fun for me. I don't know where the other dude went. That was kind of fun. I mean, he was, you know, obviously having some personal struggles, but I enjoy talking to people. I like hearing their stories, you know, what people have done, what they've seen, all that jazz. Like, I enjoy that aspect of life. I like meeting people. It's fun. Hi, hair junkie. Hey, girl. Hi. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. If you're staying, you're more than welcome to grab a box if you want to talk. So, but yeah, I'm just goofing around, seeing who shows up, whatever. Like I said, I'm about ready to turn on the music and just let it go. I could have a dance party, but my cat kind of doesn't really dance. I think I can. I was trying to make the tail wiggle a little bit. You're heading to bed. All right, love you too. Be safe. Have a good night. And I can make the ears go back and forth, but it doesn't really dance. So I think a dance party would be kind of weird. With the cat just like jiving. It's so hard sometimes because I can't even tell who's in the room. And it's like I don't know who to talk to because I don't know like what direction to head into. So, but I'm really excited to start like making my stuff online again. Like, well, I've never really showcased what I do before. Um, so in when I had my shop, I used to, you could watch me make what I did. Like, it was very open concept as far as people could see, you know, how things got mixed up and whatnot. And that's what I really want to do with the my soap and candles, particularly like regular candles are kind of boring, like just, you know, pouring the wax into a jar and setting the wick. But what I actually end up doing with a lot of stuff is like my pie candles and whatnot. Um, is of course we make all the fruit individually, and then you're layering it in the pie. You're putting a crust on. You're getting the gel wax out. We're putting the whipped cream on, like, and showing all those different steps because a lot of people enjoy actually making, you know, stuff, and I don't mind teaching people how to make stuff. You know, it's like with soap. Like, the more people who know to make how to make soap, in my opinion, the better. It helps us become more self-sufficient. Soap, like, the more people who know to make efficient that come through, and whenever it happens, it completely just messes with my. Whenever it happens, it completely just messes with my screen. Um, but I believe that the more people who know how to make, you know, soap and become like more self-sufficient, This is my screen. More people who know how to make, soap and become like more self-sufficient, the better off we are as a society. And I like showing people how to do it. Like, it's fun, especially when we get into some, the better off we are as a society. And I like showing people how, especially when we get into some of the interesting, intricate designs and the way that you can like swirl something, the interesting, intricate, like swirl something, you know. But the way you can do like the different swirls and stuff and the colorations and just even adding different, top. But the way you can do like the different swirls and stuff and the colorations and just even adding different, toppers and inserts and stuff like that, like it's a lot of fun. Um, and I like to, get like with bath bombs. Um, and I like to, get bombs. But like with bath bombs, I really want to do like a kind of like build your own bath set. Where we have the bath bomb, and then you've got your whipped cream soap and the little bath oil baubles. I make these little like they're bath soap and the little bath oil baubles, bath oil truffles, and we make them out of cocoa butter and mango butter, and they melt in the tub and they leave you with a nice, like silky smooth finish. So one of my ideas is to actually like do it so you can kind of build your own pie in a tub. So you get like a crust and you get the little inserts, you get some, the cream soap and all that. Your own pie in a tub. So you get like a crust and you get the cream soap and all that. Just for a fun bath adventure. Because like we do something similar with the bath salt. I have bath salt shake that's like bath salts in the bottom, and then it's got whipped cream topper on it and a little soapy top. So those are a lot of fun. I have tried, most of my stuff is like food themed, so I tend to stick with a lot of that. So that's why that's why if you become a subscriber, it makes your name, it puts a cake next to your name. Why, if you become a subscriber, it makes your name put it. Corey, are you still in the room with me? It's really hard for me to tell when someone's in here or not. Oh my god. It's like I come on and then all the barrage of text messages start coming through. Oh, goodness. Alright, guys, I'm going to sign off for the night because I've apparently done enough damage to myself and now I'm starting to get tired. So, good night, everybody. Bye-bye.